Yo, what is good? My anime crave. What is good? So, from what I'm understanding, this week's episode of the Entrapped in a Sim, there's a lot of small things that are going to start adding up for our characters, especially if, well, my controller is angry. Especially if certain characters become big names. We find out that the sister of our main character has already been transferred into the school, and that's where a lot of the mother's mother is going towards, is her daughter having, uh, you know, schooling. So I'm not surprised that she wouldn't be able to afford stuff. We just saw how ridiculous expensive it can be. So I am kind of interested in seeing what's going to be the problem after dealing with this family and maybe needing stuff from it at the end of the day, right? Like if you ever need something from those people, I think it was like something to be signed or something, or he had to have the mother come through and do something for him. So it already was not looking so good for the boy, and to know he has to deal with someone who he, made fun of and doesn't really want anything to do with, it just goes to show you what it really means to be dealing with something he honestly just has to put up with, right? Like she's always going to be somewhat a part of his life until he is completely uh, like his own man, his own baron, or something along those lines. But until then, he has to actually get married. So, yeah, back to square one. He didn't want to get married to a certain woman, but now he has to get married to a woman in general. So, it is what it is. I do think he has a decent chance of getting someone pretty cute, but at the same time, he is skeptical of her because um, she in the game is supposed to be with the heroes. Like she ends up with them and their friends and whatever. So he knows sooner or later that that event can take place. And if he has no plans of being friends with those people, you can only imagine what they're going to do uh, if they want to separate him from her, right? Like if they're going to use something against her to be like, or vice versa, use something against him to make sure that they can't see each other type of deal. So we'll see how that plays out if they go that route. I feel like they could, seeing how like the prince is such a like pushover when it comes down to not only this girl just moving up on him while he has a fiance, I believe, um, but just the simple fact of how easy it is for her to do all of this stuff and pretty much make it obvious that she could be from the real world and she is also trapped in this game, knows the game well, and is playing the role of what the heroine with the other girl should have been doing, so she's just filling in the blank while the other girl is now doing something completely different by hanging out with our main character. So we will see how this turns out. I am very curious in the show, and I am loving the certain aspects of the main character and what he's dealing with and how he deals with them. So we'll see how this goes. I hope y'all are having an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I'll definitely talk to y'all in this next one. Peace.